episode, I'm back. Before we get to it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you watch the full video and hit the like button. With all that being said, let's get right into this thing, man.
The war in the Bronx has cost a lot of people their lives, but the two most disrespected victims in the drill game are Dummy and Dalila. And today we're breaking down the crazy stories behind why their deaths are still sending waves through the city. Bronx drill fans have definitely heard Dummy, aka Dumb Out, name drop on tracks, but what most people don't know is that his death led to one of the hottest crews in the city being created. Spaz Drilly is a Bronx drill rapper known for tracks like Bunny Hop and Op Spotter, but back in the day, he went by the name Spaz Jet and banged a blood set called the Bloodhound Brims. They were one of the most notorious crews in the city and had a reputation for being brutally violent. Spaz and Dummy came up in the streets together and had been tight for years. Dummy repped the Bloodhound Brims too, and they allegedly jumped and robbed Lil TJ together back in the day. Not much is known about what Dummy was getting into back then, but dudes who came up with him in the trenches, like Lee Drilly, said,
That was my brother.
Yeah.
Like, type of person he was a demon.
And in 2018, the streets caught up to him. Dummy was at a cookout in the courtyard with a bunch of homies when a fight broke out over something. According to reports, Dummy put hands on some Crip dude that was there. Then a dude came back with a knife hidden under his jacket. He stabbed Dummy several times before anyone could stop him, and Dummy tragically died from his wounds later that night. Even though he was allegedly active in the streets for a long time, Dummy's death shocked the community. He was known around the area as a good dude who even tried working a legit job at a local Dollar Tree, but unfortunately, he got caught up in the streets and never made it out. But it wasn't just his family and neighbors who were affected by his death. It caused a massive split between a bunch of gangs in the Bronx, and that's when Spaz started his own set called the Drillies. The Drillies are facing a lot of wild cases right now, but they were becoming one of the biggest crews in Bronx drill. And on the track Many Men, Lee Drilly shouted Dummy out and said, "R.I.P. Dummy, still sliding for you. Oh, they spoke on your name? I'm on timing for you. Said you living through me, so I'm dying for you." A couple of his homies have shown Dummy love on their tracks, but there's been way more ops dissing him. But before we get to that, we gotta break down the other murder that gets mentioned with Dummy's name all the time. In May 2021, Dalila Vasquez was shot in the head in an abandoned apartment building near East Gun Hill Road. After the shooting, a bunch of alleged blood affiliates ran out of the building, and one of them tossed a gun out the window.
Nah, damn, I wasn't saying why I had an abandoned building, but we already know why.
Dalila was found in one of the apartments, and the cops rushed her to a local hospital, but unfortunately, it was too late and she died that night. What makes it even more tragic is that Dalila might have survived, but whoever was involved with her death tricked her mom and told her she was in a different area of the building. Dalila's death shocked the neighborhood. She was murdered just a few blocks away from where she grew up, and the neighbors said she was always trying to help other people. A family friend said her dream was to get out of the Bronx and move into her own place, but unfortunately, she never got the chance. When the news about her murder broke, everyone thought Dalila was just an innocent bystander who got caught up in a bad situation, but it turns out that there might be more to the story. Dalila wasn't officially banging any sets, but she was tight with a lot of YGs and had a criminal record too. She got arrested 6 different times, and 3 of those were for assault. It's not clear what kind of situation she was getting involved in, but her last arrest went down in 2020 when she got booked for threatening a woman and her kids. She was tight with K-Flock's alleged cousin D-Thing and had been spotted on live with other YGs. Dalila was also cool with a lot of dudes from the Drillies, and after she died, rumors started flying that she was backdoored by her own friends. A few weeks after Dalila's death, a woman named Precious Williams and a minor were both booked for the murder. Precious and Dalila were allegedly friends, but it's still not clear exactly what happened that night. A dude from the Drillies named Yami G told P Films,
"That wasn't that. I know for sure that wasn't that.
Yeah,
that wasn't that, you heard?
So she wasn't
that. That wasn't that. No, not at all. At all. Like, nigga, know better not to do no shit like that. Like, I swear to God. Like."
And other rumors say she got shot on accident and nobody.
Sad to say, a lot of people get backdoored, bro. Sad to say, it happens a lot. Sad to say.
He actually wanted to take her out. That still doesn't explain the phone call her mom Duffy got after her death though. And after the shooting went down, people kept calling and threatening her family.
It's dangerous for me and my family. I'm not in that apartment no more. I packed everything because I'm scared for my life. Because people involved in this are contacting me.
But even if Dalila was cool with the Drillies and YGs, nobody expected the wild amount of disrespect that followed. A month after her murder, Sha EK and Blockwork dropped the track D&D, and Sha opened his verse with, "There's a whole lot of ops I could smoke, but I'd rather just smoke on Dalila." He also sent a shot at Dummy with, "Smoking Dummy got me feeling different." Then Blockwork and EK dissed them both again with the line, "Might blow like TNT, that's D&D. Free bro, got booked for the knocker. Dummy, dumb bitch, you better move proper. Lila. That wasn't the only time Shy K dissed him though. On the track Right Now Part 2 with C Blue, he rapped, dummy and Lottie, that's block work. Dalila got shot, now the ops hurt. And on the hook he said, right now, bitch I smoke on Dalila. I'ma just pass you the blunt. C Blue sent shots at them both too and rapped, like how many ops just died? Dalila got put in the sky. Heard that little bitch got shot in her eye. Now that little bitch can go be with Dummy. Trying to run up, boy you was a dummy. When the medics pulled up to help Dummy before he died, the stretcher collapsed and they almost
oh my God, bro, hold up.
dropped him. A video of it happening went viral and the ops used it to take the disses even.
Bro, did y'all drop the man's body, bro? If I was found, I for sure would have sued, bro. Y'all supposed to be professionals. What are y'all doing? How you drop a man's body, bro? That's crazy, dog. That's the most embarrassing thing ever. But that's crazy how much they use. How many times they said her name? I'm not laughing at her passing, but it's laughing at the fact that they use her name so many times. That was wild. And those to both these people, bro.
Further, like when Murder B dropped the track D&D and raps, nigga dumb, he got lined by a bitch, fell off a stretcher, now he in a ditch. Lil TJ's one of the hottest rappers in New York right now and already hit the mainstream, but he also came up in the streets and ain't afraid of dissing dead ops. There's no real evidence to back up the rumors that Dummy jumped TJ, but TJ damn near confirmed it himself when he dropped the track Dumb Out and rapped, RIP Dumb Out, man I think I'm about to cry. Nah, I lied, haha, nigga in the sky. And fuck that nigga, I'ma say it proud, I'm a real nigga. I done lost some niggas in the field, nigga. I'm innocent, but I'm happy you got killed, nigga. TJ was almost taken out last year when he got shot 7 times during a robbery. Reports started flying that he was paralyzed, in a coma, or that he didn't make it out alive. But luckily the rumors weren't true and he was able to recover. When he hopped back in the booth for the first time a couple months later, TJ proved how much he really hated Dumb Out when he dissed him again and said, you heard they killed who? Drugs talking, sound like Molly. Can someone tell the vlogs, get off my D? Never had no doubt if I'm gonna make it or no probably, cause I ain't Dummy. What's wild is that nobody was really dissing Dummy and Dalila until after they were already dead. But once they were gone, everyone started sending shots. Like when Set the Trend hopped on C Blue's track No Ozone and said, smoking Dummy, make it ease the pain more. And she was living, now that bitch a ghost, Lila. According to Lee Drilly, most of the people dissing Dummy didn't even know him. And even though Dalila was cool with the Drillies and YGs, it's not like she was out there putting pressure on the ops for real. With all the deaths going down in the city, it's crazy that Dummy and Dalila somehow became the most disrespected names in the drill scene. It's kind of like how everyone in Chicago started dissing Tuka. Then it spread to people who didn't even know who he was. Dummy and Dalila weren't really known before they died. But after all the wild disrespect from the ops, every Bronx drill fan knows their name now.
It's just a trend, bro. Somebody died. Oh, this person's name is going viral. Every time somebody says this person's name or after this person, let me go say it to it in a song. I don't even know who they are. Never seen them a day in my life. We never had no personal issue, but their name is trend, so let me go say it, and then their song gets viral because, oh, who is this person dissing? What you call it? That's it. Get to the next one.